Hey guys, got another unboxing video for you. And in case you're wondering, yeah, I'm doing these in rapid succession because it's late night and I'm going to have a long work weekend. So these are from Khurasan Miniatures. This is the 15mm, I believe it's called the Jong-Pac. And this is that list that is not linked directly on the Khurasan Miniature website. You actually have to look up the name or just put in Khurasan Miniatures and you'll see what I'm talking about. So they have this AI tank. I opened up the box already. I shouldn't have. I should have done it on camera. So this is supposed to be their AI tank. This is the command set. Then I ordered 2 boxes of infantry. So let's get this box out of the way over here. Just put it in the background. I already looked at it, so let me go over this. I'm kind of disappointed. One, in that it is much smaller than I thought. To be totally honest, I don't think, based on the size, it's worth the price. I think it should be possibly $2 or $3 cheaper. I'm gonna explain why. Excuse me. So this is your tank here. Like I said, I already opened it. I should have done it on camera. So this is your gun cradle. Whoops, it's upside down. This is 3 pieces. Resin for the gun cradle itself. The metal belt feed for the big energy pack that's on the back. This in of itself is nice. It's pretty clean. There's only one. Let's see if I could get that to focus on there. One spot, as you see right there, that's going to need some cleaning. Not much else needs to be cleaned up on it. Lines are pretty crisp. There's a little bit of cleaning right here because it is a 2-part mold. It needs to be cleaned up. Otherwise, it's looking pretty solid. Then you have the 2 front landing skids, which kind of baffle me, because where are the other landing skids for this? So these, and it looks like I'm missing a piece. I'll have to show you here in a second. I think it's in the box. So these landing skids, I believe they go in this way, right here. Pop them in. Then, you know, you have your choice of either like that, straight, whatever. A little bit of flexibility there. And I'm going to show you the tank in a second. That's the primary concern. Your gun. Remember, this is an AI controlled gun. I'll have to look at the picture back on the website because I can't honestly remember how it goes in. If it's supposed to be like this or like that. I would venture it goes like this. It fits in, you know, it's a little loose, but that's what glue is for. You may want to magnetize this. I think I prefer it being sideways, just so it can have a wider range. So, here's my biggest gripe. Because of the size, I think it should be a little bit cheaper. Now, don't get me wrong. It is a nice mold. It's very clean casting. You know, you have the bottom pieces. Again, this is to be expected with resin. You know, so there's a little bit of cleanup involved. My biggest problem is this part right here. This is where your gun cradle goes. Okay. So, oh, good. You can see. You see how thin that is? See the light going through it? That's a pretty thin piece of resin right there. So this, to go into here, you're not going to be able to put a magnet in there because of how thin it is. And then also, it's got a hole right here. So this will most likely have to get glued in, and you're stuck in one position. Which, you know, it's fine. I would have preferred that I'm able to move it around, because if you don't glue it in, that's what happens. You see it's just kind of sliding off. Even if you put the gun in there, it's not heavy enough to counterweight your E-Pack. That's my biggest concern. And let me dig through the box. I think I just tossed it in here. Yes, I did. Okay, so it does come with a base. It's supposed to go into these divots here. There's not any particular way or shape or form. However, it doesn't fit. It doesn't work. There's the two holes. I can get it there. Does not go anywhere near there. If I try to do it in the middle, I'm hitting the front ones, which fits just fine, but then it's going to be sitting like that. Doesn't really give a good hovering effect. So, to change that out, I do have some Fantasy Flight games from the X-Wing miniature, their stands, and I also have some from Dystopian Wars. However, because of how thin this is, if I do it, I'm going to have to make sure I get a very long flight stand to go through here, and hopefully do not crack all this, drill into the bottom of this, and hopefully it will stay. If not, I might have to try to do it on the back end because of how heavy it is in the rear. It might balance it. I'm hoping it does. Otherwise, I'm going to have to drill pretty damn deep in there. So, yeah. It's not as big as I thought it was. It is only about 2.5 inches long. I really thought it was going to be bigger. But it's not. And again, that's fine. Lesson learned. Most likely will not be purchasing another one. Because for the price of it, I can probably get a Gundam model or a similar Sci-Fi model of a tank and use it for the same purposes. So, yeah. So, this is new. Square base, and it says Khurasan Miniatures on the bottom. That has not been on any of his previous models. This is obviously the command model. And they're not bad. It looks kind of messed up, but the detail is there once you get it spray painted with your primer, or you use brush on primer. As usual, the cleanup between the legs, that's not an uncommon thing. But yeah, these are on the chunkier side. We want to call it, I guess I want to start calling these like heroic scale 15mm because they're not quite 15 and they're not quite 20. They just fall into what we all call the 15mm scale. So that's the commander. And you can see there. And heavy weapons guy. If my phone would focus. Not a bad figure. And let's look at a random infantryman. Looks like he's carrying an M16. Like I said, there's some detail in there. The clothes are supposed to look wrinkled, so I think I'm going to go with the NATO green with these. With some desert sand highlights. Maybe a camo pattern on them. And we'll just have to see. So yeah, that's the command set. Let's go ahead and open up a infantry set, which is pretty much going to be the same thing. And as you can tell, I'm not really thrilled with them. They look great in the pictures, and usually the stuff I get from him, from Khurasan Miniatures, I'm really happy with. Like, if you look back in my videos, I got a whole bunch of the Goda clan, about 50 individual infantry, and 2 command sets because I really liked them and they came out really cool. So this may be the case with these also. It's just a matter of getting primer on them and paint. And it's just the silver, the pewter rather, is just not doing it justice. Like I said, the detail is there. Not going to open up the other pack because it's the same exact thing. So yeah, they're decent. They're not bad. Like I said, once I paint them up, this should look pretty cool. Hopefully. If they don't, well, you know me, I will not purchase any more if I am not happy with them. Alright guys, so let me know if you have any. See your picks, share your thoughts on them. What do you think? Do you think this is worth the price tag? I'm not going to say what the price tag is on this video. You'll just have to look to find out. And just tell me, hey, yeah, totally worth it, or get the fuck out of here. Alright guys, you have a good evening. Take it easy.